I just let them know what they're getting themselves into, make sure they fully understand, and I wish them the best.
Yeah, I think
Awesome. How
that
about you, Wade?
I agree with that. I mean, the guys that are out on the trucks, they see, you bringing in all this money, all this cash, checks, card payments, a couple $1,000s every day, on each move, multiple moves a day, and they're making, $20 an hour, and it's easy to see, wow, like, how much money could I make if I go off and try this? And we've had a few over the years that have tried, but nobody's ever really been successful and become a legitimate competitor, because you have to be you have to have a little bit of a mental illness, and be able to obsess and just keep going when everything hits the fan. And 99% of people just, they don't have that fortitude to be able to handle all of the curveballs and obstacles that come your way. And I mean, they can go ahead and try to get started. I, again, wish them luck, just like Chad, and if I can help them, I'm happy to, because I believe in a mentality of abundance. But there's no real secrets in this business. It all comes down to execution, and your ability to lead multiple levels of people, and to be able to build trust in consumers and people. So it's hard, and it's really not for everyone. But it could happen one day, and I it'd be one of the few. It's just it's not going to be nearly as easy, and at this stage, it's going to take anybody who were to start from scratch in the beginning, like we did, you know, several years before they could get to a truly competitive level. And if they don't seek out that mentorship, if they don't, look for the best practices from all the different resources that are now available, it's going to be even longer. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. They don't have the foresight to be able to see, where the answers are. But even if they had those answers, it'll ultimately come down to execution at the end of the day.
You got to get really good at getting punched in the face and then just smiling afterwards and saying, "May I please have another?" Because that's basically like what it's like running a moving company.
Yeah.
Those entrepreneurial calluses. I love so much about what both of you just shared. I remember an entrepreneur mentor that I had early on, and when he would give me advice, he would always start out by saying, well, being crazy isn't enough. You also need X, Y, and Z. But he always started with the right to entry was you got to be a little crazy first. I mean, like that's obvious.
Yeah.